This is the Olympic Stadium, Helsinki, Finland. It is here that the 1952 Olympic Games were held. At the approaches to the stadium is a bronze statue of Paavo Nurmi. It was dedicated in the year 1924, when Paavo Nurmi was 27 years old. It is rare that an athlete is so honored in his lifetime. Paavo Nurmi was that rare. In the period immediately following World War I, his was the golden name in track and field, in an era that is known as the golden age of sport. July 1924, the Paris Olympic Games. Paavo Nurmi, at age 27, is competing in his second Olympic Games. 4 years earlier in Antwerp, Nurmi won the gold medal in the 10,000 meters and the silver medal in the 5,000 meters. Now here in Paris, Paavo Nurmi has entered in 3 individual events and 2 team races. Thursday, July 10th, 1924. Paavo Nurmi will attempt to make Olympic history. He is scheduled in the 1,500 meters and the 5,000 meters. The races are to be run within 1 hour of each other. Never before has any runner made the finals in both events. Paavo Nurmi will try to win them both in the same afternoon. The 1,500-meter race begins. After the first lap, Paavo Nurmi, constantly checking his stopwatch, leads the field. In the third lap, the other runners draw close, but Nurmi is reaching his checkpoints at precisely calculated times. By his reasoning, he has so punished the other runners, they will have nothing left in the stretch run. Nurmi is correct. He wins his first gold medal. 1 hour later, Nurmi is ready to start in the 5,000-meter run. Also entered, and already the winner of 2 gold medals, is Nurmi's teammate Ville Ritola.
The 5,000-meter race was the most dramatic race of my career. My main opponent was Paavo Nurmi. Because of the intense rivalry during our careers, many stories have been written that Paavo Nurmi and I were not friends. We were friends. Many people misunderstood our different personalities and thought that this meant we were not friendly. But let it be said that Paavo Nurmi was as happy for me with my success as I was happy for him with his. In the 5,000-meter race, I felt very strong throughout the race. With 300 meters to go, I was in the lead, and Paavo Nurmi tried to pass me once on the inside. I was able to hold him off. Then on the final turn, with 100 meters left in the race, he tried again. After running in so many races, he was still able to make one final surge. He defeated me by 2 meters.
Nurmi went on to win 3 more gold medals in Paris. He won the 10,000-meter cross-country race and was a member of the Finnish teams that won the 3,000-meter and 10,000-meter team races. These races are no longer part of the Olympic program. Paavo Nurmi's 1924 record, 3 individual and 2 team gold medals. One of the members of the Finnish national team in 1924 was Urho Kekkonen, the high jump champion of Finland. Urho Kekkonen is the former president of Finland. He has passed his 80th birthday, but he still maintains the daily training program that was his routine more than half a century ago when he was in competition. One of President Kekkonen's closest friends was Paavo Nurmi.
The performances of Paavo Nurmi in Paris were an inspiration to all the Finnish runners on the team. Our runners won every gold medal from 1,500 meters to the marathon run, the first and only time in the history of the Olympic Games that runners from one country won every long-distance race. When the team returned home, they received a hero's welcome, and the people crowned their heads with laurel wreaths and gave them gifts of flowers. Paavo Nurmi led his teammates around the Pallokenttä field, and I have never seen such love and warmth.
4 years later, at the Amsterdam Games, Nurmi won a gold and 2 silver medals. He now prepared to end his career at the Los Angeles Games of 1932, when at the age of 35, he would try to duplicate the feat of his boyhood idol, Hannes Kolomainen. But he was not permitted to compete because of charges that he was now a professional.
Perhaps the biggest disappointment of Nurmi's life was not being able to end his career at the Los Angeles Games of 1932. I, as chairman of the Finnish Athletic Union, thought the case against him was very weak.
It is 1952, the Helsinki Olympic Games. The Olympic torchbearer is 55-year-old Paavo Nurmi. 24 years after his last Olympic triumph, Paavo Nurmi circles the track. In this moment of supreme personal glory, nothing has changed with the incomparable Nurmi. With the same relentless, expressionless face, he moves without acknowledgement to the cheering fans. "I am what I am," he once said, "and that is what I will always be." The last years of Paavo Nurmi's life were not happy. He was a wealthy man, but his health was impaired. The once marvelous physical specimen was in daily pain with a circulatory ailment. He remained as isolated as he was during his athletic career. On October 2nd, 1973, Paavo Nurmi died. He was 76 years old. A state funeral was held at the famed old church of Helsinki. They were all there, his comrades from the Antwerp, Paris, and Amsterdam Olympiads. That small group of incredible runners that for all time would be known as the Flying Finns. Finally, President Kekkonen silently said goodbye to his friend Paavo Nurmi. President Kekkonen said, "When nature removes a great man, people explore the horizon for a successor. But none comes, and none will, for his class is extinguished with him."